I, I what the fuck just happened these past 24 hours? What happened is the Mets went out and made not one, not two, but three solid moves. One really solid move that just happened not too long ago. I cannot believe this is real life right now, considering as a Met fan how things have been this entire GM search. Like I mentioned in my Billy Epler video, I wasn't too thrilled, honestly, with him being the GM, but if he wants to shut me up like he is right now, do it. Do it all you want. The New York Mets go out and acquire Eduardo Escobar, Mark Canha, and Starling Marte all in the same day. Let's go over the deals. Eduardo Escobar's deal is a 2-year deal, $20 million, so $10 million per year. Not too bad there. Mark Canha's deal is 26.5 over 2 years with a club option. I don't know if the club option is for an extra year or what it is there, but solid deal there. And then Starling Marte, a 4-year deal, which is a little risky with his age because he might decline towards the end of it, but it's a $78 million deal. And the Mets won a bidding war. Potentially, we don't know if it was a bidding war, but you heard so many teams were involved, like the Phillies, like the Yankees, which would have sucked if they went to one of those two, especially the Phillies. But the Mets somehow convinced Starling Marte to come over to the organization, which is huge because I did not think that we were going to honestly attract a lot of players this offseason, given the circumstances with the GM situation, how the president search went. We don't have a manager right now. I just didn't know what the hell was going to happen this offseason, and I thought things were going down the drain. Noah Syndergaard leaves, Aaron Loop both go to Anaheim, and Stroman, it's looking like he might be on his way out soon, which hopefully not, but it's looking like he might be on his way out soon. So it kind of looked like the Mets were not going to be doing much this offseason. It was going to be a dud of an offseason, and it was going to be a bad year, but the Mets go out and make a couple of moves. They still need to address pitching, that is for sure, which Billy Epler said he wants to address pitching. So if he's making these moves and is still going to address pitching on top of that, I love this. I love this, but this is unreal right now, which I'm just retweeting Fox Sports saying, how we feeling, Mets fans? I'm to the moon right now. I am to the moon. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, if you're not. And also, while you're going down there to follow me on Twitter, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn the notifications on. But I am really pumped about all these. Let's start with Eduardo Escobar, since he was the first signing out of all of them. And honestly, it got in order of how excited I was with these signings. And apparently, I don't know how true it is, but apparently I could believe anything because Marte was rumored to come here by tonight, and it happened. So apparently Kevin Gosvick could be on his way over here. I don't know how true that is, so I'm going to wait until something actually happens, but hopefully it's true. But Eduardo Escobar, he plays pretty much anywhere in the infield except first base, but I'm sure he could play first base if he wanted him to. I haven't really checked out his numbers, but it looks like last year when he went over to Milwaukee, let's get his combined numbers, though. How about that? We get the combined numbers. Okay, Baseball Reference is just not going to let me get the combined numbers. But when he got traded to Milwaukee, in 48 games, he had a 268 average, 800 OPS plus of 113, 342 on base, 458 slugging with 25 home runs. No, not 25 home runs, 25 RBIs. I read the wrong category. I was like 25 home runs in 48 games. Jeez. No, 6 home runs. He had 22 in Arizona, though. So, solid numbers. He's really going to be like an extra guy for the infield, most likely. But this is good that you're in a spot where if he is, God forbid you lose out on Baez or Chris Bryant, this isn't a bad option to have in your infield. Obviously not the most ideal, but you do have someone there creating more depth, which is nice. Mark Canha, for him last season, he is a on-base machine, which is going to be nice with him and Nimmo, you know, at the top two, presumably in the lineup. You have a nice lefty-righty combination right there for the top of your lineup. But for him in 141 games last year, had a 231 average with a 358 on base, a 387 slugging, 746 OPS plus of 111, and he had 17 home runs with how many RBIs? I just don't want to mess up the number. 61 RBIs. I should have got more prepared for this video, but he is going to be an on-base machine for us, and I'm assuming he is the everyday left fielder unless they split him with Dom Smith based on lefty-righty matchups or however they may configure. I'm not sure. I don't think Dom's going to be here, honestly, or if maybe it's McNeil splitting time with him, but nevertheless, you add a good outfield option along with the other that you add tonight, which, by the way, your outfield now, oh my, we're going to talk about it after, but Mark Canha, huge fan of that. And then Starry Marte, oh my God, I love it. I've been dying for this guy. For how many years have the Mets been rumored to potentially get Starry Marte, and they haven't, and now it finally happened? I'm so happy. In 56 games with Oakland last year, because he was in Miami, but in both places his average was above 300, 316 in Oakland. He had a 359 on base in Oakland, 405 in Miami, slugging at 466 in Oakland. In Miami, it was 451. OPS 824 in Miami, 856. Home runs, not too high there. 5 in Oakland, 7 in Miami, but not really a hitter-friendly park there in Oakland in terms of home runs. 30 RBIs in Oakland, 25 in Miami. And then stolen bases, I do want to check this out. He had 25 stolen bases. That is what we need. We need a guy that could steal bases for us. OPS plus, by the way, of, let me check, 130. Yeah, this was not too bad of a day for the Mets, but your outfield, oh my God, the outfield is just so much, it's miles better than it's been for the past how many years now? You have Mark Canha now on left. You have Starry Marte most likely in center field. And then Brandon Nimmo finally moves over to the corner where he belongs in right field. I love it. I love it so much. And you have a guy that, God forbid, Brandon Nimmo goes down with an injury, or God forbid, vice versa, and Starry Marte goes down with an injury. You have two guys now that can play center field or off days, whatever you need. You have two guys now that could be legit center fielders, and even Mark Canha could play center field. I am a huge fan of this. They still can't be done, though, with outfield depth. There are still a lot of holes. I like clearly, but who knows how he's going to do at the MLB level. I'd like to see them add another guy for the outfield, or if they keep McNeil, then that's fine, because you have a guy that could plug into different spots in the outfield. And either way, you have guys that could play center field. But either way, your starting three in the outfield is set. Mark Canha, Starry Marte, Brandon Nimmo. I am a huge fan, but now the Mets really have to address pitching still. So I'm waiting for that, and I'm just checking to see if, you know, anything is going on, you know, on Twitter right now. But I am a huge fan of all these moves. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a day. What a past 24 hours to be a Met fan right now. And I can't say I expected it, which is kind of nice because you set the bar low and things like this catch you off guard, and it's kind of nice. I still have the bar set low because Javier Baez, I am not fairly confident he's going to return. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll have to wait and see there. And hopefully, I'd love for them to bring Stroman back. If not, I'm hoping they could go out and get a Gosman or a Scherzer somehow. But I'll believe it all when I see it. But wow, the Mets definitely are shutting me the hell up, and I am all for it. But what do you guys think? Especially if you're a Met fan, comment down below what you think. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn the notifications on as always. And holy shit, what a time to be a Met fan. Let's go, Mets. I'll see you guys in the next one.